Do you like the 151 UPC? Do you like all these packs? Well, I do too, but I can't afford it. But what I can afford is a poster collection. Get me to 100 subscribers and I'll share one of these with you. Share the video, like, comment, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Thanks, guys. There it is. All right, guys, we got to talk about Black Friday. This Pokemon Black Friday at Target thing was completely unhinged. I think that it was a failure to launch from the beginning, and I just want to go over a couple things. This is actually my third time recording this, so if I seemed a little rushed or if things seem a little, you know, confusing, it's because I'm a little confused and a little rushed. But let's get into this, okay? So right now, what we're seeing on the market is this nonsense, okay? We're already seeing, I can't zoom it in, but we're already seeing the Astral Radiance, the Lost Origin, the Brilliant Stars, and the Silver Tempest scalpers doing their thing. They're already on the market, and it's been less than, 24 hours. Why? Okay, well, if you're not aware, Target, and you wouldn't be aware, by the way, because Target didn't decide to post anything about this for the average person, okay? They got magnet tiles, but they don't have Pokemon cards, okay? So the only thing I see on the front page of Target for the Pokemon card deal of today is this, which is not cards, okay? Ridiculous. But if you're not aware, Target had a 50% off sale on all of the later generation Sword and Shield ETBs, okay? Now, obviously, the big one would be this one right here with the beautiful Giratina. Okay, Lost Origin is going for what right now? It's going for $60. I've seen it upwards to 70 to 80 depending on where you're going, right? If you're in person, if you're at like a vendor or whatever, these things easily are up in the $80 marks. So we're having a lot of problems where people are buying these super cheap and flipping them, and that's just the market that we're in right now. But I want to talk about it, okay? So here's the thing. Reddit was on fire today, all about this. Now I have this all set up to the newest, you know, but just hold on, let's take a look here. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Oh, nice. The Aerodactyl V. That's a beautiful card. Parasect is cool, but that Aerodactyl right there, that's a good one. Uh, yeah. This is a good example. Okay. What the hell? So I went to my Target this morning and there was nothing, not a single ETB. And I was online and I was reading that everyone was experiencing the same thing. Now, I have a little bit of an anecdotal story about what happened with me and some other people. It seems like there's big chatters about buying the ETB and then coming back a few days later and getting the 20% off, or I mean the 50% off deal. So what was happening is people were going in on like Friday and basically doing this. They just bought the whole stand and then left. And so I went on Friday to see what they would have available. And there was a couple, there was like 4 Silver Tempests and a couple Astral Radiances and a few Brilliant Stars and absolutely zero, nada, zip of Lost Origin. This big, chunky, you know, guy right here, this centipede of hell, was not available. Okay. And the question is why. So I go over and I talk to the guy putting out the display because I got there right when he was putting it out. And I said, hey, where's the rest? Is this it? Is this the entire stock? And he goes, yeah, this is it. And I go, and you don't even have Lost Origin? And he goes, well, actually, we did. But shortly before you got here, there was another guy who just took them all right off the dolly. Didn't even get onto the showroom floor. So it was just stripped right there. Okay. He took 10 of them, 10 Lost Origins. Now he's probably spent what? 40 times 10. So what is that? $400? Which, I mean, it sounds like it would be kind of a lot, but when you put it in perspective, these are going for $70. Well, now you're looking at $700 in potential profits, right? Or not profits, but you know what I mean. Making $700. Excuse me, had to take a quick drink. So I want to tell about my story. I want to complain about the market. I want to complain a little bit about the general nonsense that's happening with the Pokemon, situation here. So I go into my local Target today at what was it? It opened at 8, so I was there at 7:30. And when I showed up, there was a line of about 30 people, okay? And a couple were talking and a couple were quiet. Not a ton going on. We're all sitting there. It's cold. It's a little rainy. This is just crazy. It's a little rainy, but we're there. We're there. And the guy that I talked to comes out and goes, "Are you guys all here for the Pokemon stuff?" And we go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, they're all gone." Brother, what do you mean they're all gone? I saw them on Friday. And apparently people went in and even bought the Silver Tempest, right? At $40. Because remember, it was the regular price. The deal was not even up yet. And they were willing to pay, what is it, 38.49? 38.49 for a $30. I mean, at market price, 37. So you're paying market price. Yeah, they're kind of hard to come by in person. So I guess that makes sense. If you really wanted it, I mean, by all means, get it. But I just think it's a little silly. You know what I mean? So we all look at each other and we go, well, now what? And I'm like, I'm gonna go in anyways. I'm gonna see if I can get something for my time. I'm gonna go pick up some booster bundles or something, right? There's got to be tins. Maybe I'll get lucky and there's a 151. So we all stay. No one leaves. All 30 of us for this like hopeless venture that is the sold out ETBs of Black Friday Target deals. Okay. You had better lucks like storming Isengard. Like there was nothing there. Okay. So we go in and sure as shit, you have all of us going all in the same direction. And then a few, like 3 or 4 guys, splinter off and go into random directions, all 4 of them. And I notice this and I'm like, well, that's bizarre, but they must be going somewhere, right? Maybe they're going to cut corners to take a shortcut or something. Maybe they know the layout better than I do. And so I go over to the aisle and it is barren. It looks like there's been a drought. There is like 2 pencil, I'm not even kidding. It was like 2 pencil case tins, that has like a booster pack in it or whatever. There's like 2 of those, a couple of like Mastiff EX boxes or whatever they are, and there's like a Charizard EX premium box that no one wants at $80, and that's it. And the Charizard box even had like the little card. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know the one I'm talking about. Hold on, let me pull it up here. You know the one I'm talking about. Charizard EX Premium Collection. This chunky fella right here. Look, $80. $80 for this, okay? You can get it pretty much anywhere now for like 50. I think at like Costco, if you took advantage of like a discount, you got it for like $40 each, which at that point, definitely worth it. But $80 for a reprint of a card that already exists? No, thank you. I'm not interested in paying, was it $8 a pack? That's crazy. Yes, the statue, the little figurine is cool, okay? But I'm here for the cards, not for the little figurine. But to somebody, that's really cool, and I respect it. So, there's nothing there. And then suddenly, one of the guys who's over there with me goes, "Hey, we can order them online. They're online. They're in stock." So I rush and I start refreshing my Target thing. I'm on my phone. I'm putting it in my cart, and it's gone. And I see it again, and I hit add to cart, and it's gone. Nothing. I can't get anything. I get lucky. I get very lucky, and I got 1 Lost Origin, and I got 3 Silver Tempest, which I felt super lucky to get the Silver Tempest. I really wanted to get Astral Radiance, not because I want the cards, but because I think the box is really cool. I just wanted the sealed box because this is the dopest looking ETB that they have. This thing looks so sick, and I couldn't get it. And whatever, maybe I'll find one eventually. I know it's not a super popular set. I think they got like the Machamp in that, and that's about it, you know. Brilliant Stars, I've been opening up as shorts. I'm not like in love with this set. It's cool, but I'm indifferent to be honest about it. So, you know, I'm super lucky that I got one of these because this is again the big ticket, you know, rush in item and a couple Silver Tempests. And while that's all happening, this guy walks over and he's kind of quiet, and I think he's kind of, you know, I think he's a little mentally challenged, okay? To be polite about it. And he's very, very socially quiet, right? Body language and all kind of like off-putted, you know. And he musters up the little courage that I could tell that was kind of difficult for him. And he goes, "Is there any left?" And I'm like, "Oh, poor guy. He came in like what, 15 minutes after the doors opened. The gates already been stormed. People already stepped over, you know, grandma to get this thing. Um, and yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. And so I look at him and I go, I'm sorry, there's really nothing. And so I'm like, you can try to do it on your phone. And he goes, oh, that's okay. I don't have one. So I'm like, oh, geez, now I feel terrible. And yeah, all of a sudden, while I'm on my phone, because he's just kind of standing there, this guy comes back over, and he has one of these in his hand. I'm like, where did he get that? And so he goes and he sets it right in front of us all, and it's like a Mexican standoff. We're all looking at each other, and you know, eventually, you know, we all kind of like came to the same decision and gave it to the other guy. So we go, you know, you can have it. It's okay. And I look at him, I go, Astro Radiance is really cool for $17. Like you can't go wrong. Enjoy it. Good luck. I hope you pull some cool cards. That Beedrill's sick. Um, and he goes on his way. Right? Everyone else begins to kind of leave. They're gonna go hit GameStop. They're gonna go try to pre-order. They're gonna do whatever they can. You know, good luck. Get your prismatic if you can. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to get that. Rocket is gonna be an absolute nightmare. This market is insane. So here's the meat and potatoes of this entire story. I go back to the front and I'm like, I'm gonna buy something. So I'm in the like the checkout area, you know, and they put the little blisters up, and occasionally got a tin or two. And I'm looking through it, and one of the guys comes over, and we became kind of like buddies, you know. So got his Instagram and all that stuff. He goes, "Hey, there's one Surging Sparks left. Should we buy it?" And I go, "Yeah, dude, you buy it, right?" And I basically like, I don't know what he meant by should we, but I basically say take it, you know. I don't care. I've opened up so many Surging Sparks. I'm exhausted. That is an impossible set. I'm never gonna pull that Pikachu. So he buys the blister, and then he goes, "Should we rip it right here?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, rip it right now." And so he goes and purchases it, like I said, and then starts to open up the pack. And while he's going through it, and by the way, he didn't pull anything like significant. It's just like a Terrapagos or whatever it is. While that's happening, mind you, everyone has left the building. I hear, "Hey, you can't do that." And I look over, and there's a dude with like 10 of these sitting in his cart at the self checkout. I'm like, what? So the manager had stopped him from buying them all. But this is the guy who came in earlier and took him off of the dolly before the thing happened. This is the dude. Turns out he didn't buy them, right? This guy hid them all over the store. And then I realized all those guys who like ran in different directions, they hid them all. That's why they had an Astro Radiance. There was all of them on display. They existed already, but they were all over the store, not in the Pokemon section. Infuriating, right? Like, I get it. Okay, you really want to get the deal. Cool. I understand, but dude, why are you rigging the game against us? Like, it's not that big of a deal, is it? Is it really that big of a deal? So in the end, it kind of worked out because when the manager took him out, he's like, "You can't do this. It's limit one per person." So they put a limit on it, right? Which is good. They should have. They clearly understocked Target. Like across the board, there was not enough to go around. Everybody was like out of luck. There's nothing. It's very frustrating. So he hands over one to me and one to my friend. And there I am with the Lost Origin in my hand. So that means that I got 2 online and 3 Silver Tempests. I'm saying that's a pretty successful run. But the poor people that I'm seeing on Reddit who didn't get anything, you know, it's heartbreaking. This is like, okay, look, the rush on these products is great for the market, right? In the sense of like it's going to bring up the value, but it's going to kill the community and the hobby, and people are going to back out of it. I can't find I can't find what I was reading earlier, but like, you know, I hate pokey investors right there. That's so sad. Um let's see. Spent 200 on 10 ETBs. I mean, that's good, you know? Like I don't know. There's a fine line. But like this is what it's all about right here. That's the card. That's what this is all about. Why people are hiding things, okay? It's a beautiful card. I don't know what to think about the pokey investors. I mean, I'm kind of guilty of this too, right? Like I bought 151 tins. I definitely made an attempt to go out to the Costco thing and make that happen. I bought some of these ETBs. I was there. I have a couple Surging Sparks things, you know, but I don't think I would go out of my way to hide them from people. I feel like you're kind of going, you know, over the line there. And, you know, right here, scalpers ruin this hobby. Went to Target this morning to grab the new Black Friday. Only to find 4 grown adults, 40 plus, with 5 more ETBs in their carts. When I walked up, they all looked at me, turned and walked away. They knew what they did too. Couldn't even save one for anyone else. See? That's horrible. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to get it out here. This is not a normal video I do. But it's something that is on my mind, and I don't know what to think of it. So tell me what you guys think. Is this healthy? Is this hobby like going to survive when you have stuff like this? And I'm also being told from some friends across the pond and, you know, in different locations around the world, it's not this bad in those places. It's only here in the United States. So tell me your thoughts, because people are pissed. But that's pretty much it. Check out my other videos. I have more coming. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe, share. If you subscribe, share, and like, and do all that good stuff, you will be entered to win the 151 poster collection. So make sure you do it. And tell me your thoughts, please. I really would appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.